Welcome this afternoon to our live stream of Lights, Camera, Action Camp. My name is Kira, one of the Tech Camp campers. We are so glad that you are spending a moment with us as we showcase the thing we have learned in media. The Light, Camera, Action campers have worked hard at imagining, creating, and performing their movies. And all these movies were produced by the campers in our Tech Camp. We hope you enjoy watching, and I am sure you'll see some familiar faces but in character. We want you to know that no animals or children were hurt or endangered during the making of these videos. We have 3 movies to watch. Each of the movies Twinkle Toes will have some final comments. Please make comments on the YouTube chat as the camp will be able to see this chat live. Again, thank you for watching.
Spy Kids, comprised of unlikely children from all around the world. Ben, the breakdancing hero. Jake, the twister. Zoe, the little girl. Bryn and Lorena, the nurses. And Lily, the gymnastics nerd. Their next mission: save the world from a zombie apocalypse from Stacy the Zombie. Zoe tried to save the world, but it wasn't enough. The Spy Kids made a plan to capture a zombie, so they took Dolly and put her in a trap. Before they could get a cure, a zombie broke in. One by one, all of the Spy Kids turned into zombies until Lily was the only one left. Lily was able to get a cure and made it her mission to save the world.
eating his dinner when he notices something's not right with the meal.
This tastes like funny.
Kadian is the first one to come across the body, and she screams, "Ah, someone help!" Tia, the detective, is on the case. She gathers all the factory workers for an emergency meeting.
You all know why you're here. There's been a murder!
Tia decides to question each of the suspects individually. She begins with Kadian.
Where did you find the body? Was there any blood on it? I found the body in the cafeteria and then there was no blood.
The detective realizes Owen must have died from the inside out from poison, but who had done it? She moves on to question Blake, who she saw around the building last night on the security cameras.
What were you doing around the building last night? I was looking around the building and there was a lot of smoke. You even care about global warming?
Next, Tia questions Seth.
What were you even doing around the building last night?
I was making weapons at the factory.
Tia moves on to question Giselle.
What were you doing in the building last night?
I was just working, like I always do.
What were you working on?
I was working on burgers.
Were they smoked or
No.
Lastly, the detective questions Jeremy.
what were you doing in the building last night?
Making meat.
Oh, did you Giselle?
Who's Giselle?
Tia, the detective, is suspicious of Giselle and Jeremy, but decides she needs another night to think over the case. All the factory workers go to sleep. But in the middle of the night, Jeremy and Blake get into a fist fight. Jeremy decides to report the death and then run away forever.
There's been another murder, and you'll never catch me.
For many years, people have been looking for a rare power crystal said to be able to make a person the most powerful being on Earth. This story begins on a chilly spring day on a quiet street in Edmonton, Alberta. The mailman is delivering packages, but one was delivered to the wrong address. Bud the dog brings his book to his owners, Rain Weeds and Savannah Weeds. Rain says, and Savannah says, they open the book. The two girls called their friends and they agreed to go on the adventure immediately. They all packed their bags and took the first flight they could catch. As they headed into the dense forest, they started to think more and more about the adventure that lay ahead. Miracle said, they opened the book to a new page, and Rain said, the explorers kept hiking through the jungle, but what was that behind them? All of a sudden, they heard a loud stomping. Miracle said, and then Kat said, Slim Raider, the adventurer, came swinging in on two vines. He gave one to the explorers, and they all swung to safety. Rain said to Slim, the explorers then noticed something up ahead. Kat said, they slowly and carefully went inside the cave. They heard a sound. Miracle said, and there was a big battle, but eventually the zombie was defeated. The explorers kept going, but carefully. They knew they were close to the crystal now. They dodged poisonous snakes. They beat up an angry tiger. And they jumped over a large crack in the earth. Until they saw the explorers grabbed the crystal and celebrated. A month later, the explorers are gardening back at their house. Rain said, they opened the book and read what was inside.
All right, I want to take a moment to tell you what a great week we had at Lights Camera Action Camp and our tech camp. I'm sure you could tell by the movies and all the stories you heard every night at the dinner table with your campers. We also wanted to thank you for entrusting your campers to us throughout the summer. We are honored to be able to be part of our community in making Burlington a great place to live and to grow.
Tonight, I wanted to tell you we have a special end of camp year outdoor movie playing in the backfield of the church here on Walker's Line. It's free for the community, and we invite you and your campers to join us out on the field to watch Peter Rabbit 2. It starts at 8 p.m., and there's free popcorn and drinks. So bring a comfy chair or a blanket and enjoy a socially distant movie together. I want to thank Kira for being our MC on the live stream. And thank you to our leaders for volunteering and working so hard on providing a summer of camps. Thank you to Wayne, also known as Dewey, for running the tech camp, and to North Burlington Baptist Church for hosting. We hope you will consider other camps and programs that run out of the church in the future. From all of us to all of you, have a great end of your summer. Oh, and now we're going to have a little dance party. Woo.
I'm on my way to that health retreat. Welcome.
Just coming through. No.
Advertisement too, like, so. Here we go.
Oh